or they're like, I need to say this, but it's usually we try to have it go as organic as possible.
I understand.
They didn't like that at first. They was like, well, we're not gonna like let them know that we're starting. No, nigga.
What are you saying, Chase?
We ready? Yeah. We do this.
Right. No. So
did we sound check already?
I mean,
we
already did a whole other one.
Oh, I didn't know. Is my microphone working?
See, if you had your headphones on, what you got?
I can't because I have a hat and I want to wear the hat, Chase. So calm down.
You got that goddamn I'm going on a trip hat.
I know you were wearing your I'm going on a trip hat earlier until Stacey made you put on that Bulls hat. Whoa! So don't lie.
Make is the wrong word.
He asked.
I said, how about I wear my Bulls hat? Since somebody actually introduced us a theme of sports.
She did. And she's
but she the only motherfucker that she on the team.
Yeah, I kind of see everybody got the sports themes.
Yeah, and she's the one that suggested.
That's crazy.
I did. I forgot about it though.
Jersey shirt on.
No, it doesn't count.
Nah, yeah.
Definitely doesn't count. It's not even like an official team.
It says 90 on it.
Like, I ain't never seen a team have a cheetah print number on it.
Thanks, Bobby. Team 90.
Bob, you're not a part of this right now. You're not supposed to.
Hey, this is exactly why we're gathered here today to talk about women in sports. So calm down, everybody.
All right. So I did have a question, and you guys speak into your mic freely as you will. Is it okay, or do you allow your friends to go over your significant other's house by themselves?
Wait. What?
Is it okay, or is it allowed for your friends?
Oh, your
homeboy, to go to your significant other's house by themselves?
Why would they need to?
Look, maybe she picking up the fish.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, go get that fish from Keith House right quick, folks.
Yeah. So is this something that you guys are okay with, or is allowed in your relationships?
I think most of the time, as a man, we know what friends are safe. And we know what friends that we're friends with who we would never have our significant other around no matter what. And it is not even just because of her. I don't want to put you in a position where I'm going to have to talk to this nigga in a different type of way.
So it depends on the friend.
It depends on the friend.
Not the lady.
And I agree with that because just like Big Roy, like everybody don't know where I live at. And I talk to a lot of people. Right, Big Roy?
Yes, sir.
And it's the same concept. You just don't want anybody in your house, let alone whether it's your significant other or not. In my personal opinion,
right?
But he said, you know what homeboys are. You gotta watch out for. Like, even though they're homeboys, you know which ones you gotta keep away from your lady like that. You know.
I feel like I would never even be friends with a woman if I couldn't send her to. I mean, I don't think any of my woman friends would ask me to go to my house, like, to hang out without me.
Or, like, your man's house.
Yeah, my man's house. But, like, I also don't think I would ever keep a woman friend that I wouldn't feel comfortable sending her to my man's house for something.
But men
like, go pick up my bag real quick. Like,
right.
Like, I would never. I can't have that type of distrust in my life.
Yeah. But men are different, man. Like, men know, we have such a point system for our friends where it's like, we know how far we can throw all our friends. Or at least that's how I operate. So certain issues, I'm not going to call certain people. Why am I going to call you about an issue with a woman and either you single or you ain't never been in a goddamn relationship? I mean, that's just an example.
Right.
But men are different because we just operate on different levels.
So, Jess, because you tend to accumulate a lot of friends over the years. So you're saying that all of the friends that you accumulate should be able to, hang out at your man's house if you're not there.
But, like, why are you hanging out at my man's house when I'm not there?
I mean, you just never know what'll happen.
Maybe it was
There's
closer
not a lot. Right.
To your man's house and they ran out of gas.
You needed to pick up something or they got a flat tire.
I mean, they could go there, but you said hang out. Like,
she said hang out.
Your house, be there. No.
If you picking up something to go and come back, that's cool. But you say hang out, like you there
so
for
hanging out. No hanging out.
But to stop. Why does Stacey need to be at my house? My man.
Girl, I was just waiting for you.
Exactly. Why? Like, there's no reason. But like,
Stacey, why are you in the closet upstairs?
Yeah, but like, I mean, even like friends I know, like, I mean, I would send. I think right now, just knowing all of my friends, like if I had to send people I knew to my house, I feel like I would trust them. Now, could somebody violate that trust? Possibly, but you know, like I think it should be okay that I could be like, hey, so and so, you're close to my house. I grabbed the wrong dress. Can you pick this up on your way here? And like walk into my house,
Yeah, that's
grab
a little
this,
shit.
and leave.
That's a little shit. We talking about 30 minutes or more.
But why do you need to be at my?
That's a time limit.
We gotta break this
But
shit
why
down.
do you need to be there for 30 minutes or more? What's
Hold on,
not
hold
the
on.
question.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay.
I feel like everybody good.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. You there? Cause see, shit start getting uncomfortable when you with the significant other's friend. Cause y'all ain't got shit to talk
Nothing in
about.
common.
Right.
Unless it has to do with the significant other. Mm-hmm. So why in the fuck y'all got something to talk about?
But see, like, okay, so I do have another scenario. Like, I've
You look
I've
Dora the
gone
Explorer right now.
to what?
Go ahead, girl. Just
My best friend in Austin, she's married. Her husband. I've known them both since I was in high school. Like forever. So there are times where I go and they're all just like family. And like he's like, Shree's gone today. I'm like, oh, okay. And I just hang out at the house. But it's like her kids are there, her family's there, everybody's there. So I'm not hanging out with him, but I'm hanging out there. Like, and he might happen to be there. He might get off work, and she might not return until later. But like, I consider them like they're like basically like family.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't do that with like any other friend. In my other and any other eyes, if I were to go, if Stacy weren't gonna be home, and I was like, I'm gonna go hang out at your house for some weird fucking reason for an hour before you gone, that would be weird to me.
While Jeff is there.
Yeah, like Jeff. Like that,
Jeff.
and I feel like that'd be inappropriate. Like, now if they were home together and we all hung out together and I'm there, like, that's fine. But I feel like there's no reason you should need to be there for longer than 10 minutes if I'm not there.
So 10 minutes is a minute.
Yeah, even if I trust you, it's like, but like, why? Y'all are like, just nah.
Then all of a sudden did you know Stacy, goddamn it, used to be in the Olympics? He all of a sudden he knows some shit.
But I mean, even if
That's
We've
a game
been friends
changer.
for 10 years and I never
Never
knew
knew
that. Y'all fucking?
First thing. That was the
First
first
thing
question.
come right after that.
I feel like I trust my friends. I feel like if they have a conversation for 15 minutes, like they just start talking about work or something random came up,
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Okay, but what if you find out that your friend who you trust was in the Olympics from your dude, but not your friend?
Such
You're not
a
gonna feel
fucking
different?
stupid scenario.
It's not. I'm just okay.
That's
if you
just
find out
the
something you never
example.
knew.
But like, what if it's some
you
information?
didn't know that. How in the fuck we didn't cry together?
That would never
type
happen.
shit. All right.
Never say never.
Wow.
I
Sound like
just
somebody got a pass coming.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I feel like my friends know their places. I know my place.
Ooh.
That's how it works.
Yeah. No, I've had very little friends, like very, very little friends. So if that needed to, like, if it needed to happen, then I would trust the 3 that I have. Because I literally only have 3.
The ones I could count on one hand.
Right. But it's like, it's one of those things where they were probably like, hey, they would proactively be like, hey, I'm just go ahead and have you on FaceTime while I'm here. Or, you know, like my friends, and I'm like that because I have 2 of my best friends, they're married. And like, there's been times where like my friend and her husband came by and she went outside to go get something. We going outside together. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's just like, that's how I am with my friends. So, and they're like that with me. But
Is that cultural?
it could be.
Yeah, it could be.
Because honestly,
Because that's something I was
I
definitely taught growing up. It wasn't.
I
Y'all
wouldn't-
Nobody
stay
knows
together
that.
when
But-
y'all out.
Because I wouldn't
Yeah.
think to do that, and it might be
That was
considered
something I was
rude.
taught.
Like, I might just, like, if you had a man friend and you went outside and I was sitting on the couch, he was sitting on the couch, but separate couches obviously, but you went into your room real quick, I wouldn't follow you into your room. I would just sit on my couch.
And now that you bring that up, because I feel like that's one of the things that my mom brought up to me. Like, even like when I had aunts that were dating or whatever, she'd be like, don't be all up in that man's face.
Yeah.
You know, like that
No.
was something that was like,
They give you
especially
game.
when I was a teenager, like
They give
when
you
I was
game.
15, 16, 17, like, and you know, don't be in
Hey.
too short of shorts around such and such and this
I'll give
and that.
you one real quick. I remember I was dating this chick, and we've been dating for like 2.5 years, and I was going out that night. We were not going out together, and apparently we had a whole argument. But long story short, she ended up showing up there with some other guy that was supposed to be her friend. And my mom hit me with the coldest shit ever. She said, see, now let me stop the story right there. See, that's what she fucked up at. because see, if I know, she said you can ask your daddy. If I know where you going, even if I'm going with my male friend, I'm not gonna go to the same place. She said because that's disrespectful. Because I don't know who else is there that we all know. And now you got questions in the community.
Right.
It's kind of like she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing.
But the fact that mama was like, hey, here's the game. Don't get it.
Like Giselle said, shit gets deeper.
Facts.
All right. Well, I'm Stay Sorry.
Jessica Lola.
King, Cullen P.
And we are
Houston. I'm just saying.
Okay. Stop. The spirit.
All right, so today we're gonna go into a little bit of sports and relationships, and we have some special guests.
Come on now.
Special, so fucking special.
So if you guys can introduce yourselves and then tell us a little bit about you.
You got a big dog?
Oh man, I go by Big Roy. I'm co-host of Why Not Sports with my guy right here next to me, D Murph. Been rocking with him almost 3 years now.
Come on,
in the game, doing the podcast 3 years. I've been knowing him longer than that, almost 5 years. One of my great friends now. You know, when I can see myself being his guy friend for years from now. So like I cherish our relationship.
That was a real,
you know what I mean?
That was really nice.
That
was great.
Niggas is being real.
He brought me into this podcast.
I
game.
can see him meet
you know
my
what I mean?
friend. That is like a big old compliment.
Yeah, it is. He deserves it. So he cool people. You know, and I'm from Houston. I was born in Atlanta. I'm from Houston. Grew up in Missouri City.
Mo City.
All that.
Nice.
Lived out here. Yeah, Mo City all day. You know what I mean? And yeah, but
Sorry, he's in the back repping.
I thought he was repping some Mo over there, man. I thought he was throwing the Mo City back there.
That's my cousin Bob.
What up, B?
Wait, your real cousin or fake cousin?
No, he's my real cousin.
How can it be a fake cousin?
I got a lot of friends who got
What are you
cousins.
trying to say?
Everybody says fake, like, oh, that's my cousin, but it's like really not your cousin.
Like his brother, like his bro,
Yes.
my bro, or something like that.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
I didn't know, but now I know it's your real cousin.
Yeah, man, that's me, man. Like I say, from Houston, lived out here most of my life. Went away for 5 years of college and came back, you know, but that's me in a nutshell, man. That's me. Big Roy. Go by Roy.
Awesome.
And then me. Name is D Murph, host of Why Not Sports, as well as the Flagrant 2 podcast. Family man, born and raised in the Midwest. Shout out to the Bulls. Just left Chicago last weekend.
Yeah, I used to live out there.
Yeah, born and raised in Gary, Indiana. Went to high school out there in Chicago. But I've been doing this thing, podcast for over 3 years now. Why Not Sports what brought me into this game. Being a former D1 athlete, being able to make that transition from college to the real world has been a challenge. But I know one of my things is to kind of give back to those that might not have that mentor, unlike I had. So I feel like my experiences can at least help one not make that mistake of not, feeling the confidence of moving on past their sports career.
Gotcha. What brought you to Houston?
Well, I went to Texas A&M at Corpus. Being from the Midwest, I did not like the snow. So as soon as I had a chance to go where it was warm, I decided to basically stay. And Houston, obviously, a great job market.
Yeah.
It's hot as hell here too.
And that's why I'm here.
Hey, bro, I used to live in Chicago. And I lived there for 2 years. And I was like, damn, lucky to live in Chicago. Goddamn, this would be amazing. Bulls, all this bullshit.
Yeah.
And then all the goddamn sucked.
That snow.
Snowed.
It hit by
Winter's coming.
it hit November. It hit November, nigga. Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
When it hit November,
Yeah, man.
and it started like, oh, this shit gonna be nice. Like, God damn it. Then the first snow was cool.
I'll use my fireplace.
Yeah, I can use my hey, I ain't never had a fireplace before. Let me go get some wood, like a motherfucker. Go get wood, fill that bitch up. Then the third snow hit, and it started getting ugly. Cause it starts to like get all the mud and stuff in it.
Yeah, man.
And then it hit minus 41.
Come on,
in
negative.
Chicago.
Minus actually.
And then my dad was in town. He said, "Look, I was going to stay, but give me a flight out of here."
He left.
Dang.
He left.
Well, it was that cold. He left.
It gets that serious.
It gets serious.
I went there like 2 years ago for
Yeah.
a football game, and I told him I would never go back to Chicago ever again.
Hey.
Wow.
And then when I was there in November too. I was there in November,
Hey,
and I
when
told
it
him I'll
come-
never go back.
When
you
they
know,
come, they say, people of the community, please do not go outside. If you do, please have a mask on because it's so goddamn cold out here that it will cut your face.
Frostbite.
It will cut your
That's
face.
Your face will fall off your face.
That's real. It gets
You
that
have
cold.
no other face.
It's
Now me and
an
Stacey
unreal
make a
cold.
mission to go to Chicago in November.
No,
I
no,
wanna see.
Why not?
I ain't never going.
Go in the summer, go to North Avenue Beach, you know what I mean? Get a pizza pocket, get a deep dish pizza, whatever. But do not go when it's cold because that lake effect will fuck
Yeah,
you
Lake
up.
Michigan. That's real.
So, what was the name of your 2 podcasts again?
Why Not Sports with D Murph and Flagrant 2 with D Murph. I always got to put that stamp of approval.
Are they both sports podcasts?
No, ma'am. So, Why Not Sports, obviously, is the sports podcast where we talk about the good, bad, and the ugly of sports and how it impacts your everyday life. Which, again, my co-host, Big Roy, is a part of.
Give us an example of the impact portion.
Yeah.
That sounds different.
Well, just like I said, I've been able to make that successful transition from being a successful athlete to now, a businessman, family man. Let's use like LeBron being a father, even though he's
Okay.
talented.
Yeah,
He's,
yeah.
if not the number 1 player in the league, he still has the time to balance
Right.
being a family man. And that's something I kind of value as
And
a
the
family
impact,
man.
like when he went to that game, right?
Yeah,
and then he did the whole chest bump situation.
Absolutely. I would
And
do the
everybody
same
was
thing.
going crazy.
Yep.
He being a father, even though he's getting special permission because he's getting to be on the court.
The layup line, dunking, and stuff like that. Yeah, that's
so,
real.
yeah, I feel you. Okay.
So yeah, that's where I like to talk about things that average sports show don't hit on. I'm not the guy talking numbers and stats and
yeah,
plays.
fuck all
People-
that.
Exactly.
We got people for that.
There's a lot of
Exactly.
going on.
Exactly. So I felt that was boring. I was like, let me do
And
something.
he's not
that-
going to even be around next year.
Exactly. I'm looking at the bigger
Stephen A.
picture.
Smith, bitch ass. I'm sorry.
No, you good. And then the Flagrant 2 is basically everyday people having everyday conversation. Relationships,
Okay.
Right.
music, whatever.
Okay.
We've had that conversation. It's over 2 years with that one. I had an episode with my father. It wasn't sports related, but it was on Why Not Sports. And we talked very little sports, and it reached so many people that my inbox and the feedback was like, "Yo, Murph, you need to do something other than sports because the content and what the
Right.
transparency of y'all conversation was something that the culture needs." And Flagrant 2, if anybody that knows sports, to get ejected
get
from
to
a game,
flagrant.
it's a Flagrant 2. You got to go above and beyond to get kicked out.
You
so,
fucking up.
so feel like
Carl Malone.
dialogue or conversation, you got to go above and beyond for me to basically kick you out the conversation.
Lakers.
And
Right.
it's basically it's an open forum.
And so, how did the sports one come about? You just felt like something you wanted to do, or like you just said, "Hey, you want to do sports with me?" And then you brought it on.
No,
Like,
actually,
I wish it was like that.
yeah, it was
Right?
I graduated. I'm saying 2004, which is true, but it took me until 2016 for me to really be like, you know what, I need something that I love.
Come on.
I'm at an age now. I'm in the
Please do.
corporate world. I'm being successful. I'm traveling,
But God damn it.
it's something missing.
Come on now.
I'm like, if I watch a game or go to a sports game, I get them butterflies as if I was out there on the court. So I
Right.
said, what can I do sports related? But I knew I had to create my own.
Right.
And I was like, man, sports. Why not sports? I'm like, why not sports?
Come
on. Like talk about Murph. You've been divorced. Grew up without my father, and just
Yeah.
overall to where I can sit and tell my story. And
Right.
then after a while, it started growing to where I was getting asked about co-hosts, and I was like, after
That's amazing though that you were a singular person first, right?
Yeah, for about
Man.
10 episodes. And then I was like, yo, Big Roy, because I've been rocking with him before then, about 2 years. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, bro, I would hate for you to know if somebody else on board. Would you like to be interested? Would you be interested in being part of this journey of mine? I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know
Right.
who going to listen, but
I think I think you're definitely providing a therapy for I think we get a therapy from doing this because we definitely a lot of things I say I don't know what the fuck I'm about to say, but when we talk
I don't know
about
what the
it,
fuck he's about to say.
It just flows out. Yeah.
when we talk about it, it's just different to maybe get those things out there.
yeah, it's very therapeutic.
Because I mean, we all on this journey called life. You know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
right.
So, and I think being in the corporate setting is definitely draining on the soul perspective.
Fake.
Because what we're doing is we're providing a service for somebody for our time that we don't get back, and then when you get home, you still gotta remember who the fuck you are.
Facts.
And
True.
it's kind of hard to do that when you do that 5 days a week and you only yourself for 2.
Come on.
Yep.
Anyway.
And you underpaid most of the time.
Come on, Jesus.
Come on. So that's what, and then just to continue, and I was like, yo, based on my mission, I'm looking for somebody that was an athlete that was very high at their position or respective sport, been able to be successful making that transition from, being a college graduate and just combining everything. And that's when this gentleman came in, got his bachelor's, went to University of Texas El Paso, football linebackers, played against and with NFL players. I was like, yo, bro, I talked the basketball aspect. Yeah. He talked the football.
These
now,
niggas
I mean, he had to convince me because at first I was like, I don't know about all that.
Believe me, bro.
Nobody wants to talk. Like even getting guests, like sometimes.
And I didn't even know what a podcast
like,
was either. I was like, radio? What do you mean? Like, I didn't know what that was. And eventually it grew on me as we started getting more episodes, and he gave me a couple of segments to do on my own, and I got more comfortable with it. So
then
now
you got to be creative too.
Then you got to be creative, make you let your mind wander a little bit, and you get and I like the part that you get your own personal side of it. Not just like you said throwing out stats and all that. You get to tell your real life stories that you experience, like something that you guys experience too. So that's the fun part about it too. A lot that I enjoy too.
And if you guys are doubting us, like we like to say, you can look it up. We just not here just providing fake or false fake news. We actually been there and done that.
You heard what the man said. If you doubting him, you can look it up. They verify.
They got no music today. Where's the gospel music?
I didn't like it.
Oh,
shut up.
I know the gospel music I can handle.
Oh, the gospel. It's hard to I'm doing it from the phone because
it's just when it overpowers the talking.
Is it always gospel music or y'all switch it up?
No.
My voice, whenever I start getting preachy, I normally have like the gospel organs and shit.
It's creative.
Like, wow, this is.
She needs it.
All right, so today we're going to talk about women in sports, relationships with sports.
Come on.
Yes, come
just
on.
because, I feel like sometimes as women we be getting it wrong a little bit. So, do you guys care, just as men, do you care if your significant other is into sports?
I don't care, but I like a little something about it. Mm-hmm. I don't want to sit here watching a Laker game and Kobe Bryant had 50 points. You asked me who was that, and I'm like,
oh, that's me.
It's the basics, just the basics.
Is that like a requirement?
For me, it helps.
It helps, but it's not a requirement.
It's not a requirement, but it helps a lot. So, like he said, we're as a man or as men, we just don't want to feel like we're talking to the air because we got to be able to communicate. Not saying we communicate a lot, so the few times that we do, give us a chance to just talk and just and know a little bit. We feel like $1 million. Am I lying, gentlemen?
No, you're right. And I think the biggest thing about it is that if we are together, we had to have enough in common. And you ain't once again, like you said, you ain't got to be into sports. But if I talk about sports enough, the interest that you have in me has produced you to I gotta at least know these few things.
So you want her to proactively look it up?
I don't want to proactively do anything. No, there's no formula. There's no proactive reasoning. I'm just saying that if I'm dealing with you and I know that Christmas coming up, goddammit, I know what Sephora is. Hold on.
Oh, snap.
There it is.
And we need you to know that there's going to be Christmas games all day long.
All day.
All day.
All day is a plate and some apple pie. I ain't gotta say shit.
So really, you want us ladies?
No.
Shut it. To have a little bit of knowledge.
Okay, yes.
Before kind of going in, especially if you're dating someone who likes sports, we should at least probably have just the common knowledge.
I don't think you gotta have it. Go ahead.
Because what if we have a kid together?
What about the kid?
Yes. Elaborate.
So
Go on.
you got a kid and you don't know nothing about sports, then it's kind of like why your kid always come to you? Well, if you had a little knowledge of sports, then they feel more comfortable with you. Now I'm getting all the attention.
Yeah.
From a different perspective.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think that would bother me personally.
That wouldn't. I feel like you're
Go
a
to your
man.
daddy
That's
for
your
that
job
shit.
to know.
Right. That's what
But if you can handle it, if you can handle go to your daddy for that, if you can be that person, but if you're gonna be heartfelt about it, it may actually fall on you due to you not having the knowledge.
Okay.
True, and then like, say when you go to a real life game, you don't want to be like sitting there bored,
Right.
You know, like while you're watching a basketball game or a football. You know, that's boring to you. You know, while we're having the time of our life. You know.
Niggas doing a wave, and you still sitting there. It's like being at church, and they like, let everybody stand up, and we're gonna say this.
Or you
together.
don't know the right time.
And you don't know, and you
stand
just
up.
sit your, you still sitting there. Everybody like, God.
You know, that's fact.
All right, so I
moved.
feel like I already know the answer to this, but I'm just gonna ask it anyway. So, do you find it annoying when your lady asks questions during a game?
I'm gonna say not the first time. But
Really? You want me to know, but
No,
you don't want me to
initially.
ask you
no,
questions.
initially. But
Initially.
when it gets to the, like I said, if you don't know that I give you the first part, and then I'm in the game, and hold on, hey, is that a free throw? No. If we like at halftime, and I can, if it gets to the point that I can't enjoy the experience due to me trying to explain everything, most likely you shouldn't have been there.
You know, I find football games, especially very interactive. They like, after something happens, they like circle something and they tell you, "Oh, this person went there and that there." I'm like,
Yeah,
I
if
know
you
what
listen,
happened.
they're giving you the
dropped the
breakdown.
ball.
That's
You
why
know?
And he's mad because he dropped the. I got this. Like,
So that's the reason. That's why they have the enunciators. They're there to keep it more interesting for everybody because everybody's not just watching the game. Everybody doesn't understand that they just set up a motherfucking whatever defense that they doing over there, right? They don't know that they're doing like a triangle defense or whatever, which it doesn't happen often. Everybody don't know that. So they got announcers there to give you stats, to give you what's going on, just like it was radio for when they couldn't watch games.
So you're saying if I just watched more games, I would
Learn
learn
so
it.
much if you listen
As opposed to, like,
yeah.
So I don't even really have to read anything. I can just watch.
Anything
you
with
could read.
repetition.
I don't know what you could read, you know, but
I don't know if I Wicca how to watch a football game and it was like when they do this,
Look
Yeah.
how many people
Well,
you've
that
seen learn things from watching.
Yeah, you just
I don't know how to read notes, but I was seeing how this and this and this.
Yeah,
or,
it's just like anything.
yeah, visual. Yep.
Okay, so y'all don't care if your woman asks questions during the game.
Not really.
Perfect. That's
I feel
good
like
to
I
know.
won't ask
It's good to know,
questions,
ladies.
but
Ask away, but
Ask.
not too many, because then Chase will get
Especially-
it.
or don't hit us in that 2-minute drive.
will-
You know,
Chase Chase will pause the
After the
game
game.
Yo,
and look at you straight in the eye and be like,
when
"Yo."
when they got 2 minutes left and my team playing and I got a goddamn jersey on and I'm standing hella close to the TV. This is not the time for questions.
Okay, but like,
'Cause I
could you
got
be
money on this
nicer
shit.
about it when we are asking and it's a time to not ask questions? Like, is there a
never been
nice
about it.
way to be like, not right now. This is I think that
Because,
should happen.
I can't be like, "Hey,
I don't want you to
12
yell at
minutes
me.
ago, they like did this. What is this?"
Yeah, you gotta do it at the
Or
moment.
quiet time, have a
if you
code
think
or
about 12
something.
minutes ago, you got enough in you to listen to the motherfucker that's talking about it.
I think there should be a code
I'm not gonna
word.
ask Chase any questions. We're never watching a game with him.
Now, I mean, I don't
I
care.
can watch baseball. I understand baseball, hockey.
Because it's slow as fuck.
I would say that's a different type of
Yeah.
tempo.
Yeah.
You know?
I can watch that stuff.
I don't even, to be
Soccer?
honest, I don't watch baseball.
Baseball, you have enough time to get a question in before you throw the next pitch.
He even got a glass of water.
The only sport I actually like to watch in general live is baseball because I can't watch baseball on the TV. It takes forever. I will sit and watch a game and I'll see who's going, who hits whatever. But that's like, yeah.
No.
Baseball in on
Baseball,
the TV
I
is
think
boring.
baseball to me, and I'm sorry for anybody that's out there that's baseball fans, but bro, that shit's only good if you're there to me.
Yeah, the
because you're
experience.
drinking and you're having fun with people, and then he's running. Like that's what that is.
And watch out for foul balls.
Right, yeah, exactly. If you in that section, yeah.
Okay, so you're sitting at home watching this sport with your lady. What are the rules? Like, what are the rules that women should follow when y'all are watching sports? Like, what is the perfect sports day while you're watching it with
Okay,
your lady?
let's say this is Sunday. This is tomorrow, and NFL games have started.
Okay. Yes.
What time games start? Like usually 12 o'clock, around 12, 1 o'clock.
Noon.
Okay,
Know that.
we all sitting here kicking
I mean,
and
I
watching the
kinda knew
game,
that.
and your phone ring. It's your homegirl. Don't put her on speakerphone and have a full-ass conversation while the TV or the game is going on. That's like a number. That's like a top
What
3
if I'm
no.
right here? But
Okay.
the TV's there, and like you're there. I can right here.
On speaker?
So just
Okay.
leave.
Just leave.
Not just
Okay.
leave.
Even if it's not on speaker, just leave.
Yeah. Now we have to turn down the TV.
Yeah.
So you can hear.
Because if y'all still doing
I
shit
thought y'all
like,
said. I thought y'all said to watch.
And then as I can't
you ain't
concentrate.
got-
But you got a phone call now, so we
You
can
gotta watch and listen. Okay.
You know,
Look, don't act like you don't know.
I'm just asking for the ladies that may not know. Chase.
I hear you.
that's one for me. I know for
That's
sure.
one.
Like while the game don't be gossiping while the game is going on. And all that, you can step into the other room, then come on back, and the game will still be going on.
Right.
Resume where you left
catch
off.
you
Yeah, you what was happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess for me, I think I'm real simple. When you know it's a game, especially if it's a game I want to watch, just sit back and enjoy the game.
Damn. Hold on.
Quietly.
I'm getting
Not
something from
quietly, but just enjoy the game with me.
I'm getting something
Okay.
from.
I feel like there's an underlying
This.
quietly in there. You sure?
Quietly.
No.
Okay.
You know what this?
Ask
know-
questions, but quietly.
No.
Or like a
Breathe
halftime,
quietly.
commercials,
Timeouts.
Right.
Timeout.
Timeouts.
If it's an
30
intense
seconds timeout. That's what it
Game
is.
7 of the NBA Finals.
Anytime we go to commercial. Hold on. You know what though? You know what I'm getting from this? Treat watching sports with your dude as if you was at the fucking movies. Like not a horror movie though, cause niggas be talking. But actually, damn, don't go in there. But like treat it like you go and see like a rom-com or something where you just sit there and experience it, and then when you walk out, you be like, well, what you thought about the movie?
And let me,
I thought this. And now you can ask all them damn questions you had. Matter of fact, get a pen and pad. You can write all that shit down. And after the game over with, we can go through all that shit. And matter of fact, if I got DVR, we can rewind.
and let me add to that. As a man, how often do we get things of our own? Our own time.
Shit, he going somewhere.
I gotta go there. If we got a family and we got a job, like you said,
We ain't doing shit. We just
Oh,
working.
okay. Go on. Sorry. Keep going. Get something of your own. Go on.
It's good to have that 1 to 2 hour just so we can feel like, you know what?
3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, well, 3 to 4 hours.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
small.
yeah.
Part of
This
the
is
time
why I
we can-
work. Oh, this big ass TV phone.
That's my perspective.
It's not on your
I'm
soap
just speaking for myself.
What if I also work? Where's my 1 to 2 hours?
Probably got
Well, boo,
it.
I'm just role playing. Boo, I make sure you was taken care of. We got a roof over our head. You got pampered too.
Yeah.
All I'm asking for is 4 hours.
4?
At least for that one day.
Sometimes-
Oh.
That's 2 games.
2 games.
Exactly.
It could be 3.
Could be 3, depending on
Well, I'm just asking for. I'm not.
but-
And that's another thing. I'm not like saying that women don't get their props, but when you think of Mother's Day, most people go all out, right?
Yeah.
What about Father's Day? Oh, there's a
Tell me
pair
that.
of socks or some drawers
God damn,
or a
here's
tie.
a tie. You need a belt?
I actually love to go all out on Father's Day, so you're losing.
Exceptions to every rule.
Well, that's you.
But that's what I'm saying. It's except,
Yeah.
but general
Yeah, yeah.
public.
Don't get a nigga a belt that's goddamn a 36 and used to be a 34. Now you just remind me of some fucked up shit.
I can't say so. My stepdad, he's pretty much the one that raised
Yeah.
us, and he was a very he's really into sports. He's in
Yeah.
all sports. It doesn't matter. He watches race car drive.
NASCAR, okay.
NASCAR.
Race car.
Race car driving.
He just watches it go around and around.
He watches it
500
all,
times.
and I can say that my mom was like very like understanding of all sports. So she like made sure his food was ready.
Aw.
She would like make sure we would like shut the fuck up. Like she
She
like
respect that
having
man.
his-
she like
He's
because that
having
was
his
really
time.
all he wanted. That was it. Like he
That's what he
also
gets
doesn't
to.
have friends. He doesn't go out. He doesn't do any of that. Like the main. That's all he really did. So
Yeah.
feel like I had a great example of that.
Yeah.
But even still, I'm annoying. So it's like. I would like to know what other people think because that was,
That's a good
it's
question.
different. It's
Real
different.
good question. Good question though.
So, Chase, you had some questions, and you guys, I think, did you send it to them?
That was just all.
I send it to you, sir.
So take a look at some of those, and I feel like my sports knowledge is better
So
than
it looks like an
Jessica's.
article, but yeah, you know what it might be. But it's a simple ask your girlfriend these quiz questions, and they're all sports related. I want to say there's like 15 of them, but who knows?
Hey, this shit might actually be a little bit harder than I thought.
The
I
question.
don't even think some men know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
ask the ones that y'all know.
I don't know every goddamn thing.
Ask the ones y'all know.
There's answers on there. So let.
Oh, hold on. I got an easy one.
Okay.
I'm gonna do question 2. What's Marshawn Lynch's nickname?
Oh, that's the guy with the dreads, and he has like this really like boisterous personality.
It's about 100 of those with dreads out there.
No, but like y'all know which one I'm talking about. I know he plays football.
I don't even know. Don't know.
Right?
Don't know.
With dread, and all the niggas
He
got
does
the
have
fake
dreads,
ass
and he does
dreads.
play football, so that's him. I don't know what his nickname is.
You know what tripped me out? Hold on.
I do know he plays
Side note.
football.
What tripped me out? Why these dudes got this fake ass hair? I'm sorry.
That's like fake beards.
Huh?
That's like fake
Yeah.
beards.
I
Getting
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that shit
I'm
too.
just being
I hate all that. I keep it 100. I hate Beijing. I ain't never been there. But goddamn, I ain't put it on my face.
Do you know the answer to this question, Jessica?
No, I know he plays football. But that's it. I don't know who the hell he is. I don't know what he looks like. I didn't know he had
I feel
dreads.
like once you say it, I'm gonna know it.
Beast mode.
I definitely didn't know that.
No, didn't know.
I would have felt better if you would have said Skittles. But anyway, that's a whole
Okay,
thing.
Sorry, don't know
That
that.
would have totally threw him off right there, though. That would have totally threw him off. Yeah.
But I know,
These some tough questions though.
These are kind of deep.
I might know
You
some
go
of
through.
these. Who knows?
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get at least one that's kind of simple. Which team? Okay, here we go. Which team in the NBA has the most championships? Come on.
is it the Bulls? The Lakers?
Oh,
I'm gonna go with the Lakers.
close.
You
Lakers.
close. You semi-close.
Warriors?
You're not
No.
close.
I don't know. I'm just gonna start naming football
Knicks.
teams.
and actually,
I love this. This is
Basketball
good.
team.
y'all ain't
Basketball
But
team.
you
That's
know
what.
what? I think I give y'all credit only because their reign was before pretty much all of our
born.
time.
The Bulls and the Lakers were the ones that I would think it would be.
Because that's our time. We
Right.
were, I think we all in
Outside of
the
that.
age group of like 30.
My guess is
whatever.
the Lakers.
So
Final
no-
guess.
so-
They said no.
Y'all wrong as fuck.
Lakers for $500.
Yeah.
Give me one more
You
chance.
getting 0. God damn it.
It's out east.
It's Boston Celtics.
I never would have guessed that.
Because
It was
Larry
the Celtics.
Bird was killing it.
Yeah.
Never would have guessed the
Didn't know.
Celtics.
No.
Y'all got one?
I
You got
feel
one
like
on?
we should get.
I feel we both have 0.
Yeah, no.
No, he said.
Yeah, do y'all?
You can check it out, man. Because I was gonna say, I'm trying to see one they can get.
Oh,
Yes.
no, they could possibly. Well, y'all been to Chicago before?
I know of Chicago. I know demographics.
Okay, demographics.
I got one they should be able to
Go
get
ahead.
to.
Okay.
Go.
Yes, I'm ready.
What are the 2 jersey numbers of Kobe Bryant?
8 and
Dun, dun, dun.
24.
11.
You're right. You're wrong.
11.
Basically, what he said is you losing like a motherfucker. That's a good job.
8-24.
That's a good job.
Good job,
Yeah.
Stacy.
Damn.
11, huh?
Fuck you been doing.
But Chase, go ahead and ask that question, though, bro.
The other one was
Yeah.
In which stadium do the Chicago Cubs play?
Fucking cup.
Thunderdome.
Is that like a prominent stadium?
I don't know. That sounds like a good place.
Because if you know about Chicago, Chicago has like these areas. They have like Lincoln Park area. They have Wrigley.
No,
It's called
Nope.
Wrigley Field.
No.
So they play in Wrigley Field.
No.
No.
So where do the Astros play?
The Astros play at.
The Astro Stadium?
No, it's not the Astros Stadium.
Nah, think about it. Where do the Astros play? You don't know the Astros
it's,
play?
Minute Maid Park.
The fact that I've been there, there we go, like
There
100
you
times,
go.
and I still am like.
I had to think about
I was
it.
gonna
for a
say the
second.
Astrodome for some strange reason.
Okay.
That was
The Astrodome, they used to play
The
there
Astrodome was it's long gone.
Okay, you say you know about hockey, right?
a little bit.
A little bit.
my
That's what you said
You said-
confidently
I don't
earlier.
know shit.
I know a
About
little
hockey?
bit about hockey. I can watch it.
I know
Okay.
niggas be fighting.
Yeah, they do. What do you call the championship trophy in hockey?
Oh, okay.
It's like the biggest trophy of every sport.
DuckTales.
No, no,
What?
it's not the Wimbledon because
That's tennis.
The something cup. The Stanley Cup.
Yeah, Stanley Cup. Yeah.
Jump, yes, yes.
There you go. It's tied 1-1, huh?
That was.
We gonna
That's
have a
like a
tiebreaker
random.
question?
It's
It's tied 1-1.
Okay, need a tiebreaker.
Yeah, we need the tiebreaker, y'all.
They got a lot of hockey shit on here.
I know,
I
huh?
don't
Yeah,
know
that's
any
what I
hockey
was like.
questions.
What you got? A lot of people like hockey. Maybe not in Texas because we ain't got no ice nowhere, but everywhere else it's
I'm
really
trying to find
popular.
they got a lot of questions on here that people.
We have a
I
hockey
don't think
team
people
in
should know
Dallas.
Some of this shit.
Yeah, I'm looking at some. I'm like,
Who was the Olympic medalist that was also drafted? Nah. How many National League? No, like that. How many Super Bowl championships do Denver Broncos have?
I don't know anything about the Denver Broncos.
Good.
Didn't they win a lot?
7.
I knew it.
6.
Nah, hell no.
Okay. Who has the most championship rings as a player?
Is it MJ? No. That's what I
No.
think it is. Or is it Kobe? It's not Kobe. It's not. It's definitely not Kobe. It's not MJ.
Michael fucking Jordan.
That's what I think.
in our era.
Nope. I know
Is-
that.
Are they still alive?
Yeah, but he's kind of old, you know. But
Is it
Shaq.
Hakeem Olajuwon?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Am I close?
Bill Russell. No.
I never would have guessed that.
Nah.
I never would have guessed that.
How many rings do y'all think Michael Jordan has?
He has more rings than Kobe Bryant.
Which is
And how many is that?
6.
ding, ding, ding.
She fucking you up.
You're the winner,
It's only
Stacey.
because it's basketball. They know a little bit. It's fine. Okay. Do y'all have any questions that y'all could think of that you think that we might know?
That y'all might know. Why the fuck
Yes.
I kill myself?
Well, actually, this is a good one. You guys usually party for the Super Bowl, right? Usually get together.
Yeah.
Who won the Super Bowl last year?
Y'all joking. Y'all gotta be joking.
What?
Y'all gotta be
Shush.
joking.
It was the Patriots? Not the Patriots. The green something. Somebody's.
The color?
What, the color was green?
The color of grass?
Could you give us a hint? What's their color?
Do you want to buy a motherfucking
The New England
The Denver Broncos.
The New England Patriots.
Yeah.
The Patriots.
Hey, fuck you! I got that.
Great job, Miss J.
Okay.
You got it. It's yours. We definitely
A more recent one. Who won the NBA championship this year?
The
It wasn't the
It
Warriors.
was three months ago. 3 months ago.
It was very
Recent.
soon.
You should really know this.
That shit.
Because I watched it. I did watch
Oh,
it.
wow. What were you-
Warriors?
what were you
It
doing
wasn't the
during game?
Warriors.
We
No.
wanted them to win.
It's like my
Nigga,
brain's
they
not
out.
working
Nah,
because y'all
nigga.
are asking.
No, you this the spelling bee champion.
and I'm failing.
And you not a
That would
boss.
be kind of fun to do on an episode to do a spelling bee
It's like
championship.
mama
No.
give you a word like have. You like H?
Hey.
Use it in a sentence.
Yeah.
It was the underdog that won.
Okay.
Okay.
I know that.
They're out of the
Underdog.
country.
They're out of the country.
They're out of the country.
Oh yeah, the Canada
Canada.
team. The Timberwolves. I think the Timberwolves in Canada.
No.
It's Drake's team.
Yes.
Timberwolves, huh?
The Timber. It sounded wintry.
Timber-
I thought the Timberwolves are hockey.
No, they have
No.
a basketball team too.
Minnesota Timberwolves.
God.
You see,
damn.
I was close, but it's the
That's
the
Prince
team
team.
that's in Canada that Drake is the
It's a dinosaur.
Raptors.
Yeah.
The Raptures?
Rapture or
No,
Raptor?
see, this-
You knew.
So this-
Stegosaurus.
Didn't come back for that game. It wasn't the Raptors.
guys, I just want everybody that's watching and listening to understand that they suck.
But
Wait. Ask us questions about like the sport.
Don't
not
motherfucking
the
tell
team.
me what to ask you.
yeah, like how
Why would you want to
How
tell
many-
me what to ask you? Hell the fuck
Ask
no.
about the sport.
I know the food was nasty, but tell me how it tasted.
but not the team.
Like shit.
What was the seasoning?
What was missing?
Was it under or overcooked?
It's nasty to the motherfucker. You need to go back to the drawing board.
I felt like I was really knowledgeable until
Me
this
too.
moment.
Until now, shit, and we didn't really deal.
I'm about to say that was like the base.
That
Some
was-
of
we didn't
the
delve.
easy ones.
Yeah.
Sorry guys.
That's
I
all
don't know
right. But you
sports.
ladies did good though. Too.
You know, it was the effort that counts too. though.
Yeah,
It was like
Yeah.
1.5, 1.5. I feel like we
say
had to help
two,
on
too.
some of those.
I'll hit him with another question.
Okay, you got it.
Next season coming up, what do they okay, they got two players that they're really trying to see who's the best.
Talking about basketball?
Talking about basketball. They're trying to say it's going to either be this guy or this guy, and everybody's waiting to see what happens because of their teams and how everything.
The Rockets, right? Because of James Harden and
This is a
Russell
hard
Westbrook, right? Like I feel like that's a thing. People care.
That's not what I'm talking about.
People
I'm
care.
talking
I'm
about-
confident in my answer.
I'm talking about who's the best player in the NBA. Everybody's trying to speculate who's the best player going to be this season.
It's not like LeBron James or Steph Curry or any of those
And you
guys.
halfway there. It's LeBron James and somebody else.
LeBron James and
I don't know either one at all.
Well, says I can't remember his name right now. Anyway, but the one from the Spurs is on the Raptors.
He just came from the team
oh,
who
the
won
guy
his-
he was in
Yes.
the one with the funny laugh and the braids.
Funny laugh.
Leonard and something.
Yeah.
So that's the big thing that's right now. It's like, okay, we're really gonna get to see what they do because he chose not to go to the Lakers and just get out.
Can
of
they
there.
just
I
choose
remember
not
this.
to go?
Goddamn, no,
I got another one, Jay.
I got one.
I think this is a good one.
Hit him
Now,
with it. Hit him.
this NFL player is still causing a lot of friction in the NFL based on kneeling. And
Oh, Colin
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick, yeah.
Okay, that was
See?
it.
That was easy.
Thank you for giving
That was like the easy one. Yeah.
so I had to gain the confidence.
I feel like we answered the question you just asked us.
Hold on. Do you know of a player?
Oh,
Layla, shut the fuck up. Do you know of a player that that played not only football?
Michael Jordan.
No, fuck him.
Michael Jordan.
Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan had to answer to every question.
Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds.
But actually,
Jesse James.
Yeah, I mean, either way, she's still right. Cause
Oh, the Seahawks guy, Sierra's husband. He plays 2 sports.
yeah, he did play baseball as well.
See,
That's good. Yeah.
holla
But
at
I
your
was
girl.
gonna say it one day if I could ever finish.
Oh,
Who's that? Dion.
Dion.
Yeah.
Deion
Prime
Sanders.
time.
Oh, yeah, he did
Yeah.
play baseball.
Hey, yo.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah.
That nigga and was killing.
Damn.
That must be nice. He must pay a lot of money.
That still don't get talked about enough in my personal
It don't.
opinion.
That boy said,
That's
look,
true. I didn't even
everybody
think about
worried
him.
about such and such. They should have been worried about how I got that Lamborghini delivered to me.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
Real shit.
So thanks for asking those questions and humbling me
bless
Bless
Thank
on
you.
Lord
Sorry, you guys.
Jesus.
sports
you
knowledge because
with
I'm not
us?
as knowledgeable
I
as I
am.
thought.
Sorry.
So, would you rather go to a sporting event with your woman or with your friends?
You're a woman.
Damn.
Answer honestly. If there's women out there listening that
We need
claim
to
these
know, 'cause
men,
we don't have to go.
you can tune out right now. you,
That's the energy right there. Huh?
you could say
With
pass.
the attitude, I ain't gotta go.
Facts.
So, who would you rather go with?
This
Depends on the movie.
ain't
After the game.
This ain't a hard question, y'all.
like it's calculus or something in there.
Yeah.
Thinking about it. Like,
They're all doing the math in their head.
Like us when y'all was asking us the question.
The third derivative. God damn. I gotta do it 3 times.
So who?
They're acting like, who's gonna watch
Okay,
this?
I'll go first. I will say that if she's cool and let's say she enjoys sports and her and my friends get along, like we got like a nice little
It's either
unit.
or.
Oh, it's one
Can't
or the
pick
other?
both.
Yeah.
You trying to combine them? I was
Yeah, you
Yeah,
combined it. I'm combining. It's
I was
either
trying to
or.
You cannot push
My
the square
homeboys.
into the circle change.
My
You gotta pick
homeboys.
one.
You would rather go with your
Yep,
homeboys
sure
than
would.
than
I
your
think you
woman.
can relate more to the game
Yeah.
with the homeboys.
Because
Yeah.
we standing up already. 'cause
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's
we
too
know
much
we
fun.
watching. We know we want to see. You
Yeah.
know, and all that. You know,
Yeah.
so
And we may have a rivalry going on because
That
my
too.
favorite player against their favorite player. And we act like we in the game. Nah, he gonna fuck him up.
yeah.
We ain't bounce one ball.
But then I'm thinking about the aftermath.
Oh, you in trouble. But them chickens though, sometimes it's hard to get those. She'll be alright if y'all love each other.
You're gonna be sleeping on that couch.
I
too.
I feel like
does it have a pool out?
on the other side, if it's like a championship type thing, like then I would be like, okay, you can go with your friends. But if it's like regular season type games, then why not take me?
Yeah, they
And you
play
don't
some
have to take
bullshit
me
people.
every time. Like,
Right.
take me. I don't want to go every time. I just want to go once.
Fair
Oh
enough.
yeah, we get you out the way.
Because I mean, on the same
When Orlando
token,
Magic come to town, we got
on the same
I've seen the
token,
Pelicans and the Rockets, so now
got
y'all
you.
letting me know that he only took me
But-
because it was the Pelicans.
And the tickets was much more affordable. Don't nobody want to go to them games.
But when LeBron come,
or eat, or you want to go to the game and eat?
well, LeBron come was like,
Pelicans twice with two different guys too.
That's so funny.
Hey, we out here
That's real
giving the
shit.
knowledge though.
That's real shit.
We just providing the knowledge.
Now you know. Fuck you. I want to go see the
Oh, no, you
the
don't.
Rockets
No, the fuck
playing
you don't.
the Warriors.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay,
I wanna see
well,
that.
goddamn it, go by yourself. You get your ticket, I'm gonna get mine, and hopefully we sit in the same section.
Change
I ain't worried about sitting next to you.
But on the same token, I get it because like if I were to go to let's say a concert that's like
Yeah.
maybe a tad girly, even whatever, like
tag,
I don't know if I would really want to
Taylor
bring.
Swift.
I don't know if I want to bring my stick other. I might ask to bring a friend. Like, oh, you don't want to go this. You know, Cardi B doesn't bounce her ass that great.
I
Like,
ain't gonna lie,
I'll just
I
take my
wouldn't
friends.
I wouldn't say shit. Oh, you go? All right, yeah, I have fun.
Yeah, I don't know. So, but like, it's not because I don't want to take it. Just because I know my friends are gonna sing the lyrics. We might drink. We might
Yeah.
dance. Like, I don't know if you're gonna
Just
do that.
keep that same energy.
And it's also having that balance though, to where you don't, lose out on your friends, even though you knew them before your significant other, and also you don't want to lose your significant other because of your friends.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it is a happy balance. Easier said than done, but it's possible.
Okay. So do men like to watch
Yeah.
men's football or women's football?
men's. I mean, I don't.
Or I guess women's basketball, men's basketball, because you're not really women's.
Okay, I will say
There's women's football. It's the women's football of the girls that barely have on clothes.
Yeah, like lingerie or something like that.
What?
and I have no
That's the
problem.
thing. Yes.
That is?
I have not one issue with that scenario.
Yeah, it's like you can't go wrong, but
Yeah, I mean, but I put it like this: I'll watch. I'm definitely watching men's sports from a competitive perspective.
Absolutely.
If I'm sorry, men's football.
Okay.
If I'm watching women's football, I don't give a fuck who wins.
who scores a touchdown?
I don't care.
Oh, you drop passes? Oh well.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, they be doing some stuff. They be athletic though.
Yeah,
Right,
true.
right.
So I give them their props on that. Now women's basketball, I swear to God, I ain't never watched the game.
I watch it.
I don't.
You don't
I'm-
watch women's basketball?
I just don't. I'm not saying there's any. I think people. I'm not saying that there's a problem with it. I just don't.
Why don't you?
Just don't. I don't know what time that shit come on.
Maybe it's like when you're playing a video game, and if you're a guy,
don't know
you
what time
choose
that
the
shit
male
come on.
character as opposed to the female character. So that's like when you're watching.
I don't know what.
You know, you
Sports.
think about women basketball compared to men's, like man, it's got the dunking, the all the
Yeah.
extra stuff, and
women
women.
can dunk.
Like two.
Some of them women are tall as fuck. They don't dunk. I
It
don't
was
know.
really popular when it was the comments were
Yeah, it
were
was-
playing
it was
in
real,
Houston.
yeah,
Like that was a really
yeah.
popular time period. But I don't, after they stopped their whole little winning streak, I hadn't heard anything about the WNBA since, and I didn't even know that it was still going on.
Yes,
to
it
be
was-
honest,
yeah.
and it's been going on since
Yes,
then.
ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay.
women's NBA is like you ain't gonna stop that,
it's
right?
going, yeah. They got a team in Vegas now.
Yeah.
Let's not forget track and field. And,
Now, track and field.
And
I will watch
volleyball,
women's track
I
and
will
field
sit there.
before any
Hey,
male track and
I
field
sit that
event.
motherfucker quiet. Me and my daddy me and my daddy. Yeah, they about to run. I said, "Are you want to go pick up some chicken?"
Right before that football one come on here.
Be right over there. We over there like,
So y'all will watch
that's
women's
astounding.
Olympic sports, but you won't watch women's
damn
basketball.
right.
Okay.
That's real.
I didn't know. I was asking a
that's real.
question.
That's a good
So
one.
why do we think that women's sports isn't as popular as men's sports? Is it because why?
No, that all.
But popular with who? Right?
I mean, popular just in general.
Well, hold on. Let's ask
Because
another
even we
question.
watch men's basketball.
I would say the primary, due to just population, the primary watchers or viewers of male sports is going to be men, whom have a large amount of testosterone, who are competitive. So we like to watch competitive things. If we would pose that from the women's perspective, your primary viewer would probably still have to be men, because a lot of women don't even like sports.
Or men that play that sport also.
Right.
You know, compared to somebody like you never played basketball, you're not just going to turn on WBA and like,
No.
wonder what the LA Sparks are doing today or how they playing, like something like that, So I think that plays a factor in it too,
Yeah.
I agree. I think that and it sucks because, I mean, it's the same thing with music too. Like, if women just watched football and women's basketball more, then maybe it would be more popular. But then at the same time, we don't even really watch. Not all women, but even most women don't really go. They're like, oh, I'm gonna go watch the Warriors right now, or go watch the Texans or whoever. Like,
but what about? Because like, I don't think that there's a lot of people who watch tennis, but then like when Serena Williams plays, everybody kind of tunes in. So
this is true.
What's the difference between like that and then other sports like the WNBA or do women? No.
Is that popularity though? Because I don't know nothing about golf, but sometimes if Tiger Woods is playing, I'll watch him.
I believe it's an exceptional talent. That's a talent. You just named Serena Williams, if not the best tennis player of all time.
Some people gonna make you watch it.
Yeah, because that's an exceptional talent.
And then nobody want to watch. Okay, that's why. Okay, soccer. Them boys be doing a lot.
Their footwork be on point.
It'd be crazy.
It's a lot of running up and down.
I can't run 8 miles.
Yeah.
Every game.
Yeah, they want a lot.
But I would be just like hockey. I can't go to a goddamn game where a nigga it could be a tie.
Yep, and no winner.
And no winner. And when you talk about people like Serena Williams, and you talk about people like Tiger Woods, they put you in a space where I'm gonna show you how this shit's supposed to be done.
Mm-hmm. And they
winning. And they are color. They're our color. They winning. You gotta look at Tiger Woods. They got swag. That nigga big. Like for a tennis, he a big dude, and he got all these people walking behind him just to watch him hit that little ass ball, and they just go.
You can't say loud stuff.
Yeah,
you gonna get kicked off.
You can't say what?
You can't be loud.
Yeah, you can't be loud.
But it's like they're showing you something. No matter if you like the sports or not, I'm showing you how to do it correctly, and I'm winning. You're along with that story. If that motherfucker was losing, bro, we ain't watching.
Yeah,
that's right. Whenever I see like one of those viral floor routines for like the women in gymnastics, like I don't watch gymnastics, but if I see a good one, I'll go find them. I'll go watch all their routines for the last 5 years.
Exceptional talent.
Right, yeah.
Something you usually don't see on an everyday basis.
So it sounds like, and this is just me asking because we're here. So it sounds like a lot of the exceptional talent that you guys are referring to is African American. Are there any sports that typically aren't very popular that they're Caucasian or of any other race that has like an exceptional talent?
Ping pong.
Forrest Gump and ping pong.
You ever see like bro? When they get far away from that table.
Yeah.
Well, there's what's her face in boxing. She's white. What's her name? It left me. She did really well, and then she went to wrestling.
No, she
instead.
was in UFC.
Not the one that got knocked out.
Ronda
Rousey.
Yeah,
Ronda Rousey.
she was popular. She's Caucasian.
That was a moment in time when she got knocked out. Nobody even cared anymore.
Hey, when she got knocked out.
But to your point again, when she was hot, that was an exceptional talent.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if that was set up. I don't know. But you know how they pick their fighters? I mean, we're going a little deeper. But,
but that's real, though.
That's real.
It's entertainment.
Exactly. Look, you're going to knock her out.
Yeah.
But we're getting paid this much to watch you do that.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, she got tested by somebody that really knows some shit.
Right.
And she realized she didn't know shit. That's different from your boy, the boxer, 51 wins, Mayweather.
Yeah.
Mayweather, he picked his fights, but he's also a very exceptional talent.
Yeah.
But people didn't like it as much because you were actually watching him box. You weren't watching. He's not a knockout artist.
Yeah.
So it's different.
Yeah. When people throw that name like the greatest of something all the time, like Serena the greatest, Tiger the greatest, you're going to gravitate to that. You're going to give an hour of your time to check out or 2 hours time to check out what they're talking about. Yeah. You know?
Okay. So do we care if our spouse makes comments on the player's looks during the game?
If I'm confident, I don't care what you say.
I don't really care.
You going to bed with me? And I'm confident in myself.
Yeah.
LeBron, he's 6'8", 260. Okay.
Is he
That nigga ain't paying these bills.
Exactly. So you can go like him all you want to, for real. But you won't be here with me. But I'm just being honest. I think he just has a lot to.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
You just got to be confident in yourself.
I mean, it could be. I think maybe early on, if you're not in a major relationship, then like y'all just talking and she going and you don't really know her that well.
Yeah.
And then she like really going in. Like, damn, she might be a jump off.
She might be a jumper.
She might be waiting for him to come and tell her.
You know what? I can go to this game by myself.
Yeah.
Like, she got floats. She got floats, nigga. I watched the game at home and you goddamn courtside.
Flow seats.
My job gave me them tickets.
You know about the floor. You know about the floor seats, huh? The floor
Somebody
seats.
owns
Come
the
on,
basketball
man.
team.
You know what the floor seats, man.
Yeah. She's fucking somebody on the
Basketball team.
So yeah, so other than that, but like y'all been together, man, y'all battle tested.
Yeah.
Man, go ahead, talk about it. Cause when that track and field, come on.
And you know, Olympics,
And then that's the other
Olympics
side
is
of it.
around the corner.
Yeah, come on, man.
That's the other side of it.
Do I care
don't
if they
let
say
it-
anything?
Do
Cause
you
your
care
spoilers be
if you're man's chaos?
I mean, I don't notice it in sports as much. It's more like if a man was gonna say something, it might be an actor or somebody or an actress,
but not like the cheerleaders or.
I mean, even
Serena
actually, that is
Williams
a
or
good point.
big
Okay,
old
so
booty.
That's a
like
good point.
one of my coworkers,
a
we
good
did we did the Texans training camp this week, and one of our coworkers took a picture, and he's married and whatever with the Texas cheerleaders, like all in the middle or whatever. And then he showed it to his wife, and she's like, "What? Like, oh, what are you doing at work? Oh, why'd you have to take a picture with them?" Like,
Yeah, see,
and I was like, "Who cares?" They
she's
literally,
not
sorry,
confident.
they are literally like 20 years old, little cheerleaders taking a picture with your fat Mexican
She
like
don't want it.
husband.
They do
Like,
that
you
every
don't
day. They do
care?
that every day.
That smile is fake as fuck.
Yeah, and
They
I
really
mean,
don't- yeah.
I don't care. It's I mean, if there's an actress or Serena Williams or whoever, like they are athletic as fuck. I mean, now like as to Chase's point, if you start going in like, oh my god, her boobs, her butt, her blah blah blah, I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, right here, like go find one over here, like like
Or if you start talking about all this shit you ain't got.
exactly, like be respectful. I ain't about to be up here,
That's real.
saying all that stuff, but like as
Yeah.
long as you're respectful, like I don't care,
And
like
you bald
whatever.
headed and she got a head full of hair. Ooh,
Dang.
her hair luxurious,
You don't have
baby.
edges, but she got edges. That's sad.
Just to hit them
Yes, no,
touchy
I don't really
spots.
care.
I bet she could cook.
Oh, honey.
I bet she make a mean goddamn straight.
Jeez. Well, guys, that's all we have for today.
Today.
We definitely appreciate y'all.
Y'all made me feel really, y'all sports shame me. It's fine.
Yeah, sports shamed
Sometimes
us.
you gotta.
Yes.
That wasn't the purpose.
We're gonna be more knowledgeable if y'all come back.
I mean, I feel like it's
Sure.
with everything because, like, I've been feeling lately, like, over the past few months, like, I need to get more, like, into politics and all this other stuff. So I've been, like, reading, I've been watching, I've been not into, like, I need to be saying stuff, but I want to know what's going on in the world.
I
of
thought you was gonna run for some shit.
No, I don't want to run, but like I want to be able to vote. I want to be able to make educated decisions. I want to be able to write people I want to write.
Right.
And I feel like if I put that same
That energy.
into sports, maybe I would
It's
be
the
like
perfect
Stacey
time
and
of the
be like
season right now.
number
It's-
5.
It's finna kick
number
off.
8 or whatever numbers.
Everything is finna
LeBron
kick off
always.
with football, so it's like the perfect time you want to get into it right now. You know, so
Is there
Yeah.
a football game today?
most likely.
Yeah, it was a preseason game.
it's a
The Colts
preseason.
was
I ain't
playing.
got time for this.
We ain't got to. That's not
I
really
understand
not
basketball when I watch it.
Yeah.
Basketball's pretty. I could
This is the
get
time
that.
when you get all your shit done around your spot, so that when the real shit starts, you can just chill on Sunday.
Exactly.
Stock up
I don't
everything you be
mind.
stocked up
get all your
on.
shit
And,
right.
you know.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you guys for coming.
Well, yes, thank you
You're
for
welcome.
coming.
You're
If you
welcome.
guys love this episode, you should totally comment below. You should like, subscribe, comment. Go follow us on Instagram at Houston. I'm just saying. Layla wants you to too.
Yeah.
Also, you could stream us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Music.
Yeah.
We have the lovely gentleman from
Why not? Sports?
Why Not Sports. Go follow them at their pages
And
too. That'll all be
Flagrant 2.
posted
Flagrant 2.
below. And what sites are you guys on to listen to your podcast?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything you just
Everywhere.
named. Everything.
Everything.
They're on everything. So
Everything. Right now, if you look it up, just push
Everything
subscribe.
we on, they on. guys.
Everything.
yes, go follow their podcast.
Also, guys, if you're
Oh,
here today,
Jesus, please help us.
if you're here
He
or
didn't get a
there,
good one last time.
or anywhere, I just want you to look at Jessica and Stacy. I hope you don't like sports because they don't really know shit about it.
I know some stuff.
So
I know about hockey-ish.
if you want to learn with them, go ahead and slide in them DMs, gentlemen. They are available. God damn it.
And ladies, if you got questions, don't fucking
ask
ask Chase.
No.
He don't care. He gonna tell you to sit your ass down and be quiet till the end of that game.
She made me sound like a 19.
So just pop those questions in his DM because he will answer them later.
He'll answer. Slide away into Jason's
Won't you just slide into those
Slide
DMs,
into the
ladies and gentlemen? This is the time for you to
Don't
slide.
ask me about sports because I know nothing.
Just slide and pass the slide on.
I'm gonna try though.
And just slide later. All right, you guys, we're out.
Out.